Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my new video. This is Micro Scalp Clinic. I'm here to talk about all the aftercare things that you need to take care of once you have an SMP. So this is quite important because if you mess this up, it could ruin the amazing work that you've done. So you need to be very, very careful, guys. So the first thing I would do is avoid the sun because the sun has very harmful rays, ultraviolet rays, and they could harm the tattoo that you've recently done on your head. And you want to try and avoid the sun at all costs. Avoid going out if you can. If you can work from home, for example, do it, or just take a few days off end of the day. Just try and avoid the sun. Just sit at home, catch up on some YouTube videos, or catch up on some movies. Just relax, basically. And you'll obviously need to do your hair at a time where you have some downtime available. So obviously do not do your SMP while you got some weddings planned or while you got some, family outings or gatherings planned. Just do it at a time when you know you've got a few days free and you don't have to do anything. So yeah, it's very important to try and avoid the sun. And also the sun causes your head to kind of, sweat and temperature increases. That also affects the tattoo you've just done on your head as well. So you gotta be extra, extra careful. Avoid wearing a hat because what you don't want to do is really sweat um, because you've just done a new tattoo on your head and extreme sweating could mess up your tattoos as well. So you want to try and avoid wearing a hat. Just leave your head. If you're living in a very hot climate, just make sure you have a fan on. Make sure you sit under a fan, for example. Just keep your head, nice and cool. Do not like let it sweat. And try and avoid like, anything that would cause your head to sweat. So, try and avoid gardening or doing some exercises which I'm going to go into in a bit, or just heavy lifting work in the house. Just try and avoid, just relax for a few days, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So avoid wearing a hat. It causes huge sweating, which you don't, and also temperature increases, which you don't want to do. So moisture, this is a difficult one people tend to overlook. What you don't want to do is have too much moisture in your head, but you don't want to leave it dry either. So you want to have something in between. In UK, we have something called Bulldog, moisture control, and I usually tell my clients to kind of wear that. That is pretty good. It controls your moisture in your head. And if you don't want to do that, just don't over moisturize it like 2, 3 times a day. Just do it once. Once in the morning, and that's it, and once at night, and that's it. And just don't put too much in there. Just enough for it not to be dry. So yeah, just not too much and not too dry, basically, somewhere in the middle. So yeah, it's quite important you do that as well. Avoid going to the gym, that's a given. It's related to obviously not sweating, do not sweat. And also, when you go to the gym, you're putting extra pressure on your head as well. 'Cause when you're lifting weights, that puts added pressure on your head and you sweat. And especially when you're lifting and you're going, "Argh!" that kind of stuff, puts extra pressure in your head. So you want to try and avoid pressure and stress as well. So you don't want to stress yourself out. You want to kind of avoid the stress, avoid pressure, avoid sweating, and and you just need to relax. Like I said, a few times already. You just try and relax for a few days. Watch TV. Um, you know, play some computer games, whatever you can do, just sit in front of the couch and just relax for a few days. And the number one thing that people mess up is scratching. So after the session, your head will be sore, it will be red. But what a lot of people tend to do is start scratching their head, and that makes it even worse. That could, mess up the ink and the tattoos. So if your head is scratching, just get some wool and just dab it, basically. Dab it with some moisturizer or something. Do not scratch it. You can probably rub it with the wool if that makes you feel better, but what you don't want to do is use your nails and start scratching your scalp. That's the worst thing you can do. So just dab it with some cotton wool or some tissue or something like that. So definitely avoid scratching. So these are just common sense things, guys. You've paid a lot of money. You've sat in the chair for hours. And the doctor obviously spent time and effort doing your head as well. You don't want to mess it up um, just by doing silly things, really. So yeah, just kind of just keep that in mind, guys. No sweating, no sun, avoid scratching, keep it a little bit moisturized, avoid the gym, do not stress yourself out, just relax. Well, you only have to do this for a few days, that's all. People are also ask me how would I sleep as well. Well, on the first night, you probably need to be quite careful. I don't know if you guys can get one of those neck brace things and just put that into bed. Um, but yeah, it's just one of those things you can't really help when you're asleep, I guess. Especially people that move around a lot at night. But if you can wear a neck brace for maybe one night, then then that's fine. You just have to do it for one night, that's all. Avoid like moving around all night and stuff. Keep your room like nicely cool and not too hot, not too cold as well. And yeah, just kind of relax. Go to bed early. Get your sleep. Sleep is quite important as well. So yeah, just common sense stuff, guys. So yeah, I just want to kind of make sure you guys have the best experience possible. So I hope this video has helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care for now. Bye bye.